to be making solid perfumes, and your ingredients for today is fragrance oil, beeswax and jojoba oil. Now instead of this oil you can use shea butter, coconut oil, almond oil, but I tend to find that this is the better one because it doesn't leave like a coconut smell or an almond smell or a buttery smell. This is totally smell free, so I would always use this one. It is a little bit more expensive, but it's the best one in the end product. So it's fragrance oil, jojoba oil and your beeswax, and obviously a container to put your solid perfume into. These are, I think these are 15 or 20 ml lip balm containers. There's also little pots that you can buy if you're wanting to do sample pots. They're about 4 ml. And what I use really to sell my products are these moisturising pots, where you get a little bit more product in there and they just look that little bit more professional. Or if you don't have any of those, you can use an old eyeshadow pot, which I've just taken the eyeshadow out, or I think this was a blusher pot. I've taken the blusher out and I've just put the solid perfume into there. Or somewhere lying around you will have some kind of moisturising cream pot, the tiny ones. They're perfect for Christmas gifts and obviously look a little bit more expensive. But they're just a few things that you might have lying around the home. But what I use are these two. These mainly, but these if I'm wanting to do a little bit bigger quantity and to obviously sell a little bit more expensive. Or you could get these little love art things, which are perfect for kiddies' perfumes. How many kids do you know that doesn't like perfume? Anyway, the ingredients what you need for today is not a lot really. It's 5 grams of beeswax, 15 grams of your oil and roughly a teaspoon of fragrance oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh my oil out. Just zero that. I'm just going to do it with a spoon. 5 grams, not a lot. It's 5 grams, slightly more. It's 5 grams beeswax. And I'll just put that into this jar so I can use that for my oil. And don't need to zero that. So you need 15 grams of the oil. It's 10. That's 16, but should be okay. And we put those in together. And then what we do is we put that in the microwave. I would say for approximately about 3 minutes. Depends on the powerfulness of your microwave. Mine's an 800 watt and that seems to do it within like 3 minutes. So I'll come back to you once that's been in the microwave. Right, that's had about 3 minutes in the microwave. Don't put it on for 3 minutes consecutive, do a minute at a time and just double check, because it does get really hot because there's such a little quantity. Whilst I'm waiting for that to cool down, that is still quite hot, that's 80 degrees. Whilst I'm waiting for that to cool down, I'm going to add a little bit of colour. Just to make it a little bit different. Get a spoon. Colours that I'm using I'll also put in the description at the bottom. Everything I've purchased is from Amazon, and just to let you know, I am an affiliate for Amazon, but this is where I do buy my products from. However, if you go through my link, I do get a small fee if you do purchase, but that doesn't affect your cost price of what you purchase it for. It's totally independent. I just get a little fee for referring you, that's all. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the fragrance oil. Now this amount is roughly going to make 2 of those little pots. So what I'm going to do, this is Goddess fragrance oil or similar in smell, and I'm just going to do a teaspoon of fragrance oil and just stir that in like you would if you was making candles or wax melts. That needs doing for about 2 minutes, so I'll come back because you don't want to be listening to the scraping of the jar. Right, I've been stirring for 2 minutes now. And this is about ready to pour. It's 62 degrees, so that's ready for pouring. And you just obviously pour it into your jars. And there you go. And just leave that to set for roughly about 2 hours. Just wipe this out before it sets. You leave that for roughly about 2 hours and then it's ready to wear. Okay, so 2 hours it's been now since we last poured the wax into there, and as you can see it's ready and it smells lovely. What I would recommend, this is safe for your skin, this fragrance oil. I recommend putting it on your pulse points and at the back of your ear. I wouldn't recommend putting it and rubbing it like that because it does burn, because obviously you're rubbing it together causes a bit of friction, so it does burn. And I also find that it lasts longer if you don't rub it together. Now that should stay on for about 7-8 hours, and it's a lot stronger than the sprays. And that's it. That's how you make solid perfumes. You do obviously, same as wax melts, need a CLP for these because you've used less than 10% fragrance oil, and I would probably say about a 25 ml sticker would fit on these. And that's it guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions that you want to ask, then please leave a message in the comment. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and possibly share. It does help me to get noticed. And appreciate your time. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you on the next video.